time. And also write a name on the board if you would like that included in our group prayer today. So come forward anytime to light a candle and a name.
Today, everything I'll ever need keeps going my way. Finding right action is guiding me today. Everything I'll ever need keeps coming my way. Finding right action is guiding me today. Everything I'll ever need keeps coming my way. Following right action is guiding me today. Everything I'll ever need keeps coming my way. Following right action is guiding me today. Everything I'll ever need keeps coming my way.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I do want you to know, anytime that you feel somebody come to your mind or a situation come to your mind that you would like prayer for today, please come forward and light a candle if you'd like, or write something on the board. Won't hurt my feelings if you get up while I talk, so just know that. And Mariah will be moving the board up in a little bit, and Lou will include all of these names in her prayer this morning so that we too can pray for all of these names today. So I just invite you right now to breathe with me as we begin our service. Just relax. Breathe a mindful breath and relax into this beautiful day as we speak our purpose statement together here. As an intentional spiritual community, the purpose of CSL is to be a living environment for individuals to realize that we are all unique emanations of God, the love intelligence governing the universe. We embody this truth of our oneness with God, and we consciously practice this truth in our everyday life. Through the exploration of new thought, ageless wisdom, and the energy of unconditioned love, we are dedicated to individual transformation and to being a beneficial presence in the world.
Holy Spirit, I will listen. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place.
And in this spirit of prayer, in this spirit of silence, please join me as we join together in the oneness, knowing that God is all there is, omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. That Spirit, God, is all that exists, all that creates, all that is created, all that is, was, and yet to be. Pure creation, pure energy, pure love. And we are the expression of this love, of this potential, of this creative power. And we are happening right here and right now. And I know this for all people and all creation. We are here on purpose, a gift from God, a gift to each other, and part of this joyous celebration of life. And I know for each of us that God is celebrating itself as each diverse manifestation. And we each allow ourselves to be reborn in a new idea of being, a new idea of life, a more expansive way of living, a greater consciousness of the reality of who we truly are. And I see calm, and I accept that love, joy, and harmony as our birthright. Flowing through each of us is a sense of peace, ease, comfort, and trust as we connect with the nowness of this moment, living in the overflow of love, feeling only goodwill, compassion, kindness, and love for all. And I bless the request in the prayer chest, and I bless the request for prayers from this morning, for they are enfolded in love, peace, ease, and comfort. And as I speak this word for the desires of your heart, and Verda, Dan and Barb, Drake, Megan, Leela and family, Dennis, Gail, Benjamin Floyd, Jennifer, Bonnie, Colin, Dan, Jim and Rosemary, Tamara. I know that the law of spirit establishes harmony and right adjustment to all personal, family, and business affairs and the conditions of each life. That God energizes each request with wholeness and perfection, manifesting abundance, health, joy, compassion, and internal peace. I know that each request for prayer is a divine idea in the mind of God, and it is happening right now. it is blessed, it is whole, and all is well. And I bless the service and the volunteers and the staff that serve us today. I know that each one is here today giving and receiving love, that we are the recipients as we radiate our love back to them. And I am grateful for this truth, for our daily blessings. And I say yes to a life meant to be lived fully. All the seen and unseen, the awesomeness of our truth. I know this prayer is already fulfilled as the law of mind operates through each of us, establishing which is good, beautiful, and true. And we accept the goodness of these manifestations as we declare together. And so it is.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love. To the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go. Closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go. Deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go. Closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul.
Good morning. I'd like to call your attention to the prayer chest at the bottom of the stairs. If there is some reason in your life that you are disconnected from your inner peace, your inner joy, and you would just like a little bit of help of just reconnecting with who you truly are, which outpictures in your outward circumstances, please put your name in the prayer chest. Leave your worries here, and the practitioner will do affirmative prayer on your behalf this week. And from Marva Collins, trust yourself, think for yourself, act for yourself, speak for yourself, be yourself. Imitation is suicide. And from Ernest Holmes, know that you believe, state that you believe that you believe, affirm that you do believe, and deny and everything that contradicts true belief.
Thank you, Luke. Yeah, you read my mind like that. So Cammie, you just left me in a wiggly thing this morning, and I forgot to recognize Cammie, who so beautifully played the voice for us. She does that for the pre-service to the meditation service in the morning, and then stays and does it for us here. So thank you so much, Cammie. I noticed you left everyone like that when it came up. We were all just right. So thank you. Okay, so here we are on the last Sunday of November. I hardly can believe it, right? And we are studying the 10th principle from John Randolph Price's book, Empowerment. And that 10th principle, 10 out of 10, is action. That's not unusual that the last one would be action. And so today I am going to share a little bit. Instead of a video message, I'm going to share a little bit. And the focus for today will be balancing doing and being. So I thought it couldn't be complete to talk about action without talking about, isn't that just the age-old question, should I do or should I be, or what's the balance there? So I thought, let's talk about that a little bit. And I found an article by Jennifer Monahan, and it's called The Fine Art of Balancing Being versus Doing. Okay, so I'm going to share that with you, first of all, and then I would love to take you into a guided meditation, a small meditation, and have the music come back up in just a little bit. So I'm going to share this with you first, and then we'll end with a little bit of spiritual practice. Okay? She says, we tend to be a society that is all about doing things. We measure our days and our success by how many things we can check off our to-do list. Anyone? Right? Our greatest commodity is our time, since time is what limits how much we can accomplish. Doing is about getting things done. It is an activity that is externally and forward-focused and is great to help us achieve things that we can clearly define. Typically, when we are doing something, we tend to follow a series of linear steps to define a goal, assess the situation and gaps, and then fill the gaps to complete the goal. This type of process can work for any type of externally focused activity, from acquiring a business to baking a cake. She says, but what about other types of things, like getting the team at the office aligned around what you are doing, or trying to achieve happiness and inner peace? A doing mentality and approach won't work in these types of situations because they are more internally focused. For these, we need to be. When we are in a state of being, we are living in the present, are centered, and have an openness and awareness that allows thoughts and ideas to flow through us rather than trying to force them. This gives us the space we need to come up with new solutions and ideas that we may not have been able to think of when in a linear doing space. I like to think of that space. Eckhart Tolle talks about inner space and spaciousness a lot in his work. And he talks about being in that space, and he calls it no thought. And so that's kind of what we're talking about here, that magic space where new solutions and new ideas exist and are able to come and flow through us rather than, has anybody besides me just been thinking and mentally trying to solve the problem over and over again? And then, of course, everybody has done this when you finally let go of having to know it because you can't. then all of a sudden some new ideas start flowing through you rather than you trying to generate those ideas. Anybody relate to that?
Yeah.
Let's see. So time becomes flexible when we are being. And the focus and value is on the person that you are. One way to think of these two states is to think of them as the yin and yang of activity. The problem is, most of us are out of balance. In the US, we live in a culture where doing rules over being, and the attainment of goals and material goods is most important. Being busy is so highly valued that people brag about how little sleep they get because they are so busy doing things. When we are out of balance and heavy on the doing side, we lose touch with ourselves, with our vision, and with the big picture of our life. Life becomes a series of tasks to be completed, and we forget our connection with our larger, higher self to set the direction, connect to source, and empower and energize ourselves through purpose and joy. While our society leans far more on the doing side, there are challenges associated with those who are more being and don't connect with their doing side, specifically that they may become lethargic and unmotivated to do anything. And when we balance being and doing, we are able to have a physical experience grounded in spirituality. I underlined that, so I'm going to say it again because that just really stuck out for me. When we balance being and doing, I love this language, we are able to have a physical experience grounded in spirituality. We need to change the way we think and move through life, she says. Usually when we meet someone new, one of the first questions we ask or are asked is, what do you do? When we are talking to children, we ask them, what do you want to do when you grow up? When we honor people, it is usually for doing something. Acts of bravery, doing well in school and getting top grades, or winning a competition or a sporting event. When we go into work on Monday, our coworkers ask what we did over the weekend. And when a pet or a child does something wrong, we usually ask angrily, what did you do? Right? Our current mindset, language, and culture is focused on doing, and starting with doing. We tend to focus on what a person does rather than who he or she is. But what if we started first with being? How different would our lives be? So imagine meeting someone new or talking to a child or even just talking to ourselves and asking the question, how or what do you want to be? What type of person do you want to be? The answer to these questions can lead us down a completely different conversation or an entirely new life path. When you ask someone what she does and she responds, I'm a dentist, there isn't much more to say unless you need to have a crown replaced or are interested in teeth whitening products. But if you ask that same person what type of person she wants to be, a whole new world can open up. Suddenly the conversation is richer, deeper, and more insightful. The connection between you and this other person is all of a sudden stronger. When we're talking with the child who has done something wrong, the shift of the conversation to what you want to be, what kind of person do you want to be, allows you to change the conversation away from punishment to reconnecting to the heart and the purpose. When you focus on what you want to be, you get insights into your passions, your character, yourself, and your life purpose. When balanced and used together, being and doing can be very powerful. When you're thinking about what you want for your life and what you want to create, being is the natural first step. Being allows the vision and ideas to come to you and creates the space for them to be even bigger and better than what you could have imagined if you jumped immediately into doing. Being first also helps you to better see where your priorities are because you are connected to your heart and your emotions, which serve as your due north compass point to let you know you are moving in the right direction. And that would be like Abraham Hicks' work of paying attention to how you feel and letting that be your compass point, going for the feeling good feeling. How am I being relates to how am I feeling, right? So when you have several options in front of you, or are in the middle of some drama or intense time, give yourself the gift of pausing and being so that you can connect with yourself and your purpose and get to a state of peace and clarity. From this place, you can get ideas and answers. And I'm going to add, from this place, you can get divine ideas and answers. Not motivated from my limited mind, not generated from that limited space, but opening up to the divine ideas and answers that are always available if I go there, right? She says, and then and only then you move into doing. So that's the end of her article here. I thought that was pretty good about doing versus being. And what I want to do now, I'd like to, you guys can come up again already here. I'd like to finish up this month by doing some spiritual practice. I thought that was funny. The spiritual practice of being, right? So we are going to get quiet here. And I invite you to just relax and join with us here for the next few minutes as we take this time to pause so that we can connect with ourselves and our purpose and get to a state of peace and clarity. It's in that place or that space where an abundance of new ideas and answers flow. Is anybody open to new ideas and answers today? So as that happens, as we get into that space and those new ideas and answers flow, we move into our day-to-day, finding that our doing reflects who we want to be. And we are more in balance, stronger in mind, stronger in body, and stronger in spirit. So get comfortable in your seat right now. Ready to relax, ready to receive the blessings all around you. Get ready to become aware of all the blessings that are within you right now. Take a deep breath with a willingness to open a connection with the divine source of all things, all people, all situations, all events, and all circumstances. For if God is indeed all there is, then all these things must also be of God. Whether I understand that to be true or not, if God is all there is, God is in and through and as everything, all people, all situations, all events, all circumstances, right here and right now. There simply can be nothing unlike God if God is all there is. Breathe in the idea of omnipresence. Everywhere present, at all times. Everywhere. This God intelligence present everywhere, at all times. Omnipresence. It is in this mindset of oneness where our strength and our power resides. It is in this vibrational kingdom of God, or heaven, or oneness, whatever you choose to call this. We are all connected through the Christ consciousness. You, me, our beloved Creator God. Christ consciousness is that part of our consciousness that knows itself to be the child of God, forever perfect, whole in spirit, and complete in unconditional love. Perfect spirit, perfect mind, perfect body. I open that truth right now. God is also the great knower of all. In this field of oneness, this higher realm of being, all the information about everything is present. All the questions and all the answers, all the knowledge and all the wisdom, eternal and infinite, beyond our limitations of our own limited thinking. However, it is our own individual thought that can direct the creative power of God in our individual lives. I invite you to stay in this divine blessing that we're sitting in right now, that we've created here together. Allow us to offer a song, and we'll come back and complete.
Vessel to be used, whatever spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Is here to serve wherever love is leading me. I will go, I will go, I will go.
So in this space of pure potential, I asked this question this morning. How or what do I want to be? What type of person do I want to be? Now listen to your heart. And then ask how the answer you receive can relate to your work. How can it relate to your education, to your personal time, or your relationships? What kind of person do I want to be? And maybe we could choose one doing step towards our goal of being today. What can you do today to bring you a little closer to that person you want to be? Even if it's just a tiny baby step. Can I put this one thing into action today? Maybe it's a smile, or a kind word, or giving my time, or money, or giving my compassion, or giving my forgiveness. Remember to listen to your heart, to guide you to that feeling of genuine, authentic love for all beings, harming no one, and uplifting and affirming all life, including my own life, your own life. I affirm now, and you can affirm with me. I am active, alive, vibrant, and healthy. In God I live, move, and have my being. Therefore, it is God's good pleasure to give me the kingdom. Listen for the still small voice from within you. All that I have is yours, for you are me, and I am you. I am here with you now. I am for you. I am you. Now go forth in your life, spreading my love to all people and circumstances showing up in your life. You have the ability to be anyone you choose. Who will it be? As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. The Lord being the oneness, God, unconditional love, that divine presence, omnipresence. May my actions reflect that love today. Thank you, Spirit.
Lately I've been noticing how much I am blessed with people to love, some peace of mind and happiness. Makes me want to pass along this love I receive as a way of giving thanks for what is given to me. I've got a strong heart. I've got a strong love. to make this world a better place for living. Lately I've been noticing how much I am blessed with people to love, with peace of mind, happiness. It makes me want to pass along this love I receive as a way of giving thanks for what is given to me. I've got a strong heart. I've got a strong love, and I'm ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place for living. Ready to use the gifts I've been given to make this world a better place for living.
Thank you, Dave, so much. I am so grateful for the awareness of the infinite invisible spirit of love working in my life. May I become more aware tomorrow. Thank you, Spirit. So I'd like to leave you with a quote that I thought was kind of good. I was trying to think of a better word than good. And I didn't. This is by Lynn Corona. She says, "The purpose of the world is to show us what's going on in our minds." Right? Okay, thank y'all.
God, you are every mountain. God, you are every ocean. God, you are every canyon, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every morning. God, you are every midnight. God, you are every moment, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. God, you are every sunrise. God, you are every moon glow. God, you are every starshine, every inch of earth and sky. God, you are every springtime. God, you are every snowfall. God, you are every season, every second of my life. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. 'Cause you are the very breath I breathe, and your perfect love created me. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you. Everything I see, everything I do, everything I am is you. Everything above, everything below, everything I know is you.
Okay, as the ushers come forth, this is our time to consciously participate in the law of circulation. So if you'll take your gift in your hand, and please know with me that as I am the hands of God in this world, and from that abundance of that unlimited supply, I gratefully and consciously release this gift into circulation, knowing that it goes forth doing good, and it is blessed, I am blessed, and all is blessed. And our affirmation, I gratefully accept the allness of my good.
I have a vision dancing in my bones. I feel a passion burning in my heart. I know the truth resting in my soul. Use me, Spirit, use me. Use me, Spirit, use me. I have a vision dancing through my bones. I feel a passion burning in my heart. I know the truth resting in my soul. Use me, Spirit, use me. Use me, Spirit, use me.
In great gratitude for the circulation of these gifts, knowing they go forth, blessing our church, our community, our state, our country, and the whole world. And so it is.
Okay, let's claim our good. All right, let's look at that. Really state these affirmations. This is the last time for November here. Here we go, all the way down. I open my mind and heart to the perfect love of God. I am divinely led, guided, and inspired in all I think, say, and do. In every moment, I am inspired to perfect action. In every moment, I know exactly what to do and how to do it. And so it is.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I'm getting the message loud and clear. My soul is